Hi friends, you're welcome back on this channel. In today's video, I want us to dive deep into Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin can hit $130,000 in no time. So today's video is gonna be more on Bitcoin price prediction, the altcoin market, what's going on with the top gainers. Meme coins are about to skyrocket to the upside. I'm seeing some meme coins already doing well. This week is gonna be an amazing week for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. This video will give us an overview of what is going on. We're gonna look at some ETF news too. So yeah, let's dive straight away. By the way, before we go, if say you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do subscribe, thumbs up, and share my content with someone else out there. And those of you who are new to crypto, you want to learn more on how to go about cryptocurrency, make sure you join my free Telegram community. The links are found below this video there. You can ask questions. I'm going to do my best to answer it accordingly. And if, say, you want to go further with your education, then we can talk more about it. So let's dive into this video. Let's see where we are currently with Bitcoin. So let's begin with crypto bubbles. The bubbles are looking so well. I mean, if you look at the bubbles on the weekly time frame, it's showing that some altcoins like Euro for the week has been up 54% against Bitcoin. This is fantastic. Let me refresh this page. Maybe I'm not seeing this properly because I'm holding Euro. I don't know whether Euro has just pumped like crazy recently. I'm gonna drop down to see what's going on with Euro. For the day, Euro it's up 6%. For the week, it's up 50. This is Euro drone, by the way, and for the month is up 20%. So I'm gonna check Euro drone and see what's going on. But you can see for the week, Euro drone has been doing so well. G2 has been doing so well. SPX also, AB, Uni. These are the top 100 coins, and if you look at the top 200 coins, you're gonna see Compound, Venom. Yeah, you can check on this. Look at which coins are doing well, like the weekly time frame. You can also drop to the 4 hours time frame to see what is going on, and also drop to the daily time frame to see what's going on for the day. But so far, looking at the daily time frame, I would say that Breadcoin is doing well. So far 9%. Mock coin is up already 11% for the day. And these are top 200 coins in the space, and we're gonna dive into some analysis. Look at where most of these meme coins are. PEPE, we're gonna look at PEPE, Mock coin, and Trump coin, and see where they are in the cycle. Let's see where we are with Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. Oh, we are currently at 61%, which is awesome. We left 70, 72, 72, and now we are around 61%. So we are going back towards the neutral and maybe the extreme fear zone. Now talking about where we are with Bitcoin. Before we go there, let's look at the liquidation map. Let's see where we are currently with Bitcoin. Let me just go to CoinAnk. Let's see where we are for the next 24 hours with Bitcoin. Wow. For the next 24 hours, you can see, guys, clearly we can either go right up to about $108,000 or give or take, let's say, $111,000. But you can see we have more liquidity down here, right down to about $102,000. Yeah, I mean, that's not good. Well, it just depends on where we are going to see price next. But I think if we see price go right down to grab this liquidity, it's gonna be good for Bitcoin. But I don't want to see price go below. I want to show you guys on the chart what I'm trying to say here. But before we go there, let's look at this other heat map here. Let's see. Okay, we have more liquidity here around $105,000 for the next 48 hours. And talking about Bitcoin, let's see the liquidation heat map. Oh, alt is wow, is the highest long liquidation so far. Magic, one of the highest short liquidation so far for the past hour. ZKJ, Form, Ethereum long, and others. So these are the coins that have been doing either bad or bad recently based on the liquidation heat map. So now let's dive to current price action and see where we are with this bad boy. Bitcoin currently is at $107,000, which means we're gonna see some altcoins do well. But now, this is Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. I want us to look at the macro from the weekly time frame, let's see where we are on this time frame. Okay, based on this time frame, guys, we are still bullish. You can see price is still bullish, and I think from what I'm seeing here, if we compare to what we saw in the past, we are going to see a spike here, and price is going to take us to about $130. Before I mentioned $120,000, but I think $130,000 makes sense. If we have to bring in one of my favorite tool, the FIP extension here. Let's bring it this way, block it up there. You're gonna see that we have this zero point 0.5 zone, 0.618 zone around 30k, 130k. You can see this one. So if we're gonna see a spike here, that's gonna be how many percent from where we are currently. If say price is gonna do that, that's gonna be around 22%. So Bitcoin can move 22% and take us to $130,000. That's doable, right? And this might be the move that end this cycle. So I'm looking at this closely, to give me some perspective as to what I should be doing with my altcoins. I think altcoins are gonna do well. But guys, the bad thing here is if we see price not able to make higher highs from, like this zone where we are currently. This is a crucial zone. If we break to either direction, yeah, for example, if we break to the upside, then we're gonna go straight away to where I mentioned. And if we break below, guys, we're gonna go and target this liquidity right down here. I think we're gonna go right down to about 89 or $90,000, and from there, there's high chances that we're gonna go right down towards this liquidity here at around $77,000. So I'm looking at this to mean that okay, where we are, we should be looking at more longs. Looking at more longs in the sense that I think most altcoins, not all altcoins, most altcoins are gonna be bullish. Because of this movement here. And if most altcoins are gonna be bullish, then it means that we might see Ethereum, do well. And if Ethereum is gonna do well, then most altcoins are gonna do well alongside Ethereum. So if you see where Ethereum is currently, you see after the huge dip for Ethereum, we saw this huge buy, and ever since price has been in an uptrend for Ethereum. I think this Ethereum move is gonna take us right up to about $4,000. But give or take, if we look at where we are currently in the cycle, if we are gonna break, like, okay, not that we have already broken this based on where I trade, marking the alpha trend zone. So from where we are, the target is gonna be at least to an extent this liquidity here at around $3,972. So I think to an extent we're gonna go straight to $4,000 for Ethereum, and if possible, we're gonna make the next all-time high. This was the previous all-time high, right up to almost $5,000. But as of now, we are currently yet. So Ethereum is still cheap. It's still cheap if you compare with other altcoins out there. And another coin I want you guys to look at, which is going to do well as well, is BNB. You can see BNB has been holding this zone here, and if we look at like the way I go about my analysis, let's just take this quickly. Let's bring in the FIP 2-year FIP extension, block it right up to that move here, and bring it right up to the low here. So what I want to see is simple. I want to see the key zones layer, like this zero point 0.5 zone, 0.618, 0.78. So you can see that, like, give or take, BNB can go straight to about $1,000 or more. Yeah, you can see about 1,170 this year. So this year, 2025, we can see BNB Binance Coin go right up to about $1,170. This is fantastic. Okay, so guys, there's lots of stuff going already, in the space. A lot of adoption. We're seeing Michael Saylor came out saying he's gonna buy more Bitcoin. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and I think Ethereum ETF is gonna pump most of these altcoins to the moon. This year is gonna be an amazing year for Bitcoin, and altcoins. So keep an eye on all of these awesome altcoins. You can see also Solana has been doing well. You see holding this zone here on the weekly time frame, and the next target should take us back to the all-time high. I think that's what we should be expecting for Solana. But now let's get to Bitcoin dominance and see where we are in the circle. Oh boy, dominance is not stopping, guys. This is not stopping, anytime soon. Okay, and guys, I already mentioned long time ago that based on the way I trade, based on liquidity, based on the chart, mentioned that we can go right up to about 70% or more for Bitcoin dominance, and from there, that's when I'm gonna be fully looking for the altcoin season, like altcoin season for me. I think we are in the altcoin season for some altcoins, not all altcoins, but from here we want to see most altcoins start doing well. So I want to see Bitcoin. Oh, we want to see Bitcoin break this trend line. Trade below this trend line. It break below this trend line and is back in the trend line, which is not good. Of course, it's good for those who hold Bitcoin, but it's not good for those who don't hold Bitcoin. Of course, on those who want some particular altcoin to pump, we need to see Bitcoin deviate from this trend and break key levels and start pointing downward. For now, Bitcoin is still showing strength above the alpha trend and the 50-day moving average. I mean, that's Bitcoin for us. Now, talking about altcoins, let's look at the total cap, excluding the top 10. And these are mostly meme coins and some of the low cap coins out there. I think to an extent, we are still bullish because, after this movement to the upside, this retracement here, price is still above the bottom moving average, which signify bullish signal, right? For the altcoin market. I mean, low cap altcoins. The target is gonna be this liquidity here. There's a lot of liquidity here. After this movement here, this should be a proper, let me say, yeah, a proper W, something like that. To take us to this zone here. At least to an extent, maybe go and make the next all-time high. Maybe take us to 1 billion, cap. But this should be something really awesome for you. Now let's go to look at some of the meme coins. Let's see which ones have been doing well today. Recently, more coin has been up like crazy, 12% already today. And okay, I think it's simple. More coin is not going anywhere soon until we see price break and close above the bottom moving average. So we need to see price at least to an extent break and close above the bottom moving average. When we are buying the retrace back to this middle area, yeah, this red moving average, yeah. So this is the slow moving average, and this act as the point of control. You can see price bounce there and reject each time, like 1 year, 2 year, 3 times. So if you see price break it, wait for the moment that price is gonna come back there, you can buy on the daily time frame, and then you take the right to the upside. So for now, if you're not in mock, I will not recommend you buy mock right now, because we are looking at this now on the daily time frame. This is a crucial zone. You can see it's attempt, yeah, and all the time it attempted, it failed. So we should at least expect this move to break and close above, before we might be looking at the next move to the upside. Looking at Breadcoin, we can still see Breadcoin go up more, because after this huge move to the upside, if I bring in the FIP 2, let me just bring in the FIP 2 here, from the bottom of this move to the top of that move. Let's see whether we are back. Okay, we must not come to the golden pocket. Trust me, we must not come here. We can still continue from where we are. The price have gone above the 50% of this move to the upside. This zone here is the 50%. So if this daily candle close above this 50% on the FIP, then this is something good. Okay, but of course, if price is gonna come right down here to this golden pocket, then you can as well place a buy. So you can just mark this zone here, mark it for future reference, so that you will not forget. If price come there again, you gotta know that this is a midpoint of this move, yeah. And yeah, maybe price might still attempt to do something like this, come back there before make the next move to the upside. But of course, guys, always look at the better moving average as that pivot point where you're gonna cash out your profit. So if this move is gonna continue up to the upside, then cash out your profit when price hit the better moving average. On if you want to get this moving average, it's simple. Just go to your tab, your indicator tab. You search the better, you know, or moving average. You can see it there, the better moving average. Click it. Either of this one is okay. And if you want my same setting, you can just change the colors. Yeah, so this is amazing. For those of you who want to take advantage of this, you're welcome to do just that. What other meme coin we got here? I think DGen also is doing well so far after this huge pump. We saw this retracement, and if we bring in the FIP2, I think we're gonna see that most of these altcoins have gone to halfway of. Yeah, you can see DGen. I will not say buy DGen because okay, of course, it depends on who you are. But if you want to trade this, I will not say buy it right now. Just wait to see what price is gonna do. If price is gonna break this zone here, you're gonna wait for price to come back, at least hold this area before you take it to the better moving average here. So that's what I'm looking at for DGen. If so, you want to buy DGen. And talking about other meme coins, we have Giga. Yeah, Giga has been doing well recently, but now, like, okay, let me just drop down a little bit to no, go up to the weekly time frame. Let's see where we are. So based on this, you can see, guys, we are forming this like you can see, yeah, boom. So with V shape movement, I think this is what's going to happen, yeah. Or maybe we're gonna see some sort of like price is gonna do something like this with Giga, go up, then come down here, hold a little bit there, then make the next move to the upside. So you can wait for something like this, but you can still buy Giga right now. Of course, price is in the buy zone. I mark the zone. Is the alpha trend area of interest. I'm gonna teach you guys how I think I've made a video about this. But I'm gonna still do a video about how I came about this line, this alpha trend. You know, area of interest is a new way of trading that I have developed based on the alpha trend. So the alpha trend is one of my main indicator when it comes to my entry and exit. Yeah, the alpha trend and the bottom moving average. All right, guys. I think to an extent, this is it for the altcoins. Now if we have to look at what is going on with Ethereum, the ETF. You can see that Ethereum whales as and Shark are buying more and more Ethereum as retail traders cash out profit. You can see most retailers are selling Ethereum thinking that Ethereum is dead. Ethereum is not going to go anywhere. Like Ethereum has more competition right now with other L1 out there like Solana's, Sweet. But guys, Ethereum is the big dog in the game. And if you see whales and sharks keep buying Ethereum, it means there's something about Ethereum that most of you cannot really see. Ethereum is a whole ecosystem that I think is here to stay. That's why big money, smart money is going into Ethereum. Don't sit there and tell yourself Ethereum is dead. You will be shocked to see Ethereum go right up to $10,000 this year. Yeah, there's lots going on in the crypto market so far. Market seller to help Pakistan with crypto pivot. Meta Planet Bitcoin holding hit 10,000 BTC beating Coinbase. Wow. So guys, these are some of the major crypto news so far that I think you should pay attention to, because guys, if you see these big players wanting to buy more Bitcoin even when the price is dipping, it signifies that something big is coming in the future that we need to pay attention to. This is it, guys, for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, like it, share it. If you haven't yet subscribed, do subscribe. Share this video with your loved ones. Share it with those who love crypto and those who are still yet to come into the crypto space. If you want to learn more about cryptocurrency, make sure you join my free Telegram group. I'm always there to guide you to answer your questions. Go there and post your questions, and I'm gonna respond to it accordingly. Until then, guys, see you in the next video. Bye bye. Ciao.